Hello everyone, welcome back to the Nut House, where we share a tiny glimpse into our life here in Georgia. We live a simple life. We thank the Lord for all His blessings, and we thank the Lord for you. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. It would help our channel out so much. Today we're going to be making some homemade banana pudding. This has to be my favorite summertime dessert, and it's really simple. So we're going to start by dumping everything into a pan. We're doing 1 cup of sugar, and then we're going to add in about 1/4 cup of cornstarch. Now I'm going to get ready and add 3 eggs straight into the pan, and then we will whisk it together. Some people use a double boiler to make their banana pudding, but I just find that's too much work when it comes to this recipe. This is just as easy, and you will not scorch it if you heat it low and if you watch it the entire time. So like I said, I'm adding 3 whole eggs into this, and then I'm going to add the milk. Now we're going to add 4 cups of milk into the pan, and we're going to whisk it together. I will add just a dash of salt, and then I'm going to whisk this constantly on a low to medium temperature so that we don't scorch it. It's also important that we use a heavy bottom pan here, because the thin bottom pans are really useless when cooking, because they will scorch things really fast. Now, you can also make other puddings. You can make just plain vanilla pudding instead of buying like the Jello pudding at the grocery store. This is delicious. You can also add chocolate chips or cocoa powder and make a chocolate pudding or even a chocolate pie. When I was growing up, my mom would make the same recipe but add pineapple and make a pineapple pudding. And it was delicious. It was so good. What we're doing here, we're just whisking this until it starts to thicken, and it will thicken, and then we will let it cool, because if we add this hot pudding to our bananas, they are going to turn brown, and we do not want that. That's really yucky. So we're going to let it cool down before we add it to the other mixture. So here I've taken it off the heat, or turned off the heat, and I'm going to add a little bit of vanilla just measure with your heart on that one, because I love vanilla, so I just poured in, really. So I have some vanilla wafers, and you can be fancy and you can line the pan and do the pudding and layer the bananas and all of that stuff, but that's not me. All I'm going to do is throw the vanilla wafers in the pan, and then we're going to cut up 3 bananas and put that into the pan. And of course, like I said, you can layer this out if you're having, if you want to be for it to be really pretty, but this is just the way I do it. It's super quick and super simple. So we're going to add the pudding because it has cooled down, and I'll show you how we're going to finish it. So I'm going to add this pudding, and then I'm going to mix it up, and I want all the vanilla wafers to be covered because they are going to soak in this pudding and they're going to become soft, and that's my favorite part of the banana pudding. You could even leave out the bananas for me and just give me vanilla pudding with the wafers. It is so good. So I'm going to go ahead and mix this up, and then we're going to top it with some whipped topping. Now, you're welcome to make your own whipped topping with some heavy cream, but I just picked this up at the grocery store. When I was growing up, though, my mama always put a meringue on top, and most of the time she would forget about it, or her oven would heat too hot, and it would always turn out black. And I cannot stand the meringue like that. I really don't care for meringue at all, so I choose to put the whipped topping on top. But the old-fashioned way would be to put the meringue. You just beat up the eggs with some sugar, but we're going to go the easy route. And this is really, really delicious. Now, I would not eat it right away. I would put it in the refrigerator and let it sit for several hours, and that way the vanilla wafers become soft. And because I have a few crumbs left over, I'm just going to sprinkle them on top to garnish it. But again, you don't have to do that. And it turned out so delicious. And if you need a quick recipe to put together that you can take that is sure to please a crowd, this one is it. It is so, so good. I want to thank you all for watching, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so, and please hit the like button and leave us a comment. We would love to hear from you.